in, KD7QKU, sound great.
Good evening, Ron. Yeah, I'm putting out about 15 watts tonight. Seem to be doing it. Dave wants to know if you finally got some.
This is KD7QK. You're pretty scratchy, Jim. You say Dave wants... KD7ZYM to Ron, KD7QKU. For some reason, you're saying you can't hear me on Zoom. You might try turning the volume up on your computer. Well, my volume's where it normally is. I didn't touch it. I just think your audio on Zoom is low. KD7QKU, this is KD7ZYO. This is KD7QKU, go ahead. Yeah, we seem to have communications all the way around on Zoom. However, you're the one that can't seem to receive. Only suggestion would be exit Zoom and then re-enter back, and maybe that will bring your audio back. KI7YRC. Go ahead, KI7RYC. I just wanted to make sure I had the right tone in there for this repeater for the net tonight, so it still was on the same one for KI7YRC. Okay, you sound good, KD7QKU. W7ITL. Good evening. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society on the 08 machine. I'm Dave. 87CYM. The Western Washington Amateur Television Society is a group of amateur radio enthusiasts that take to the airwaves with fast scan television. We have a repeater located up on Cougar Mountain. We transmit on 70 centimeters. The crossband repeater and puts out images of 1.2 gigahertz. And to find out more about the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, Google WW7ATS. Google WW7ATS. That will take you to our homepage. There you'll see the frequencies that we transmit on, and also you'll find a link for a stream that we have on YouTube. We stream our net on YouTube, and by clicking on that stream, that link will take you to a live picture of what's happening. Also, we'd like to thank the Seattle Repeater Association, WW7NPR 147.08, referred to as the 08 machine, for carrying our voice transmissions for our video nets held on Wednesdays and Saturdays between 8 and 9 o'clock. So with that, I'll pause in case anybody has emergency traffic and needs to make a contact on the 08 machine before our net gets fully underway. At this point, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, not on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, 87CYM. Checked in by video already is Ron, 87. Richard, K7ITX. We have Jim, N720. James, WW7ATS. Myself, Dave, 87CYM. And John, KI7, YRC. Anybody else would like to check in? W7ITL. W7ITL. Thanks for checking in. And let's get the night underway. Let's go to Ron, 87QKU.
Okay, thank you very much, Dave. 87QKU. Hello to everyone tonight. I think Richard was playing games up there on Zoom a minute ago. I couldn't hear anybody, or couldn't hardly hear Dave, I guess. So what a beautiful day. My goodness, it was clear when I got up this morning, and then a few clouds came in, and then about 10:30 they went away, and it was sunshiny and beautiful. So excited to work in the yard. So I'd gone out and sprayed a lot of stuff with Roundup. We put bark around the edge of our lawn where there used to be flower beds and things. I had some guys come in and cut the sod and take all the bushes and everything out. But there must have been a bunch of bulbs in there or something, so this stuff started coming up. I sprayed it with Roundup, but it didn't want to die. So I had to go out today and park the bark and then dig down and take the little bulbs out. It kind of looked like grass, but I guess when Armando was over here the other day, he said it's not grass, Ron, it's some kind of flower. And I guess he was right, because each one of the little things had a bulb on the end of it. So I don't know if I got them out or not, but I know I dug out 2 5-gallon bucketfuls of them and threw them away. So back to that, KD7QKU.
KD7QKU, Ron, thanks for that. And let's go to Jeff for Richard, K7ITX.
Alright, well, I got my cord unwound. Hi, everybody. Alright, well, good. I'm glad you're making progress with your grass, Ron. And that Roundup stuff kind of makes me dirt nervous, so just be careful around that. We're gonna have a big overhaul on our front grass. Probably about the next couple weeks. Someone's gonna just thatch the craziness out of it, and then come back with a lot of new topsoil and reseeding and give it a lot of loving care, and hopefully we'll have a nice front yard. We haven't had a decent front yard for about 10 or 15 years. So, of course, it's going to take some dinero, but what doesn't these days? Thank God, though, I saved some dinero. Turns out my electrical problems with my truck, with the lights coming on and that sort of thing. Turned out all my problems was just a really bad battery. It was at the tail end, a 3-year-old battery, and I think it was 2.5 years old, and then, sits outside all the time. And, I wasn't using it enough, and then with the freezing cold weather, the bad winter we had, it just gave up the ghost. And it's interesting. So when the battery gives up the ghost, the control module goes haywire. So I really thought I was going to have to, spend about $1,000 on the cluster that goes from the control module to the dash. But thank God, I had already budgeted a lot of money, and so now I get to spend it all on the yard. So easy come, easy go. And the other big exciting news is I got my fourth Moderna shot today. I guess you'd call it my second booster. So I guess I'm a firm believer in the scientific method, or at least Moderna's scientific method anyway. And since CDC and others said that it's okay to get it, now they weren't recommending it, but like I say, Moderna wants to sell it, and the CDC says it's okay. I'm not proud. I'm just a big believer in stuff like that. So what do I know? Other than I believe in science, and hopefully they have good science. So with that, K7ITX, back to net control.
K7ITX makes it that, Richard. Let's go to Tacoma to Wade, W7ITL.
Alright, well this is W7ATS. I didn't get to hear everybody talk because I think I didn't turn in soon enough, but it sounds like Richard was able to get his battery or his car issues solved with a new battery. One thing to keep in mind, Richard, is some vehicles, after a battery replacement, you need to recalibrate the charging system on some of the more high-tech cars. I think BMW, if you don't need to burn the alternator out or something. So make sure you check into that with your dealer if you didn't take it to a dealer. Let's see, today I got 30 minutes in. Been doing some workouts, and we're going to go work out, I think, after the net. So I've been trying to get in 3 to 4 days a week into the gym. So with that said, I'll turn it back. This is W7ITL.
W7ITL. Let's go to Ken in Covington, M7QO.
Thank you, Dave. Well, good evening, everyone. I apologize for the wind signal. I'm in a house on my HT, and this is all the power I've got over here. I missed the last couple of minutes. My wife had to have surgery. I needed to make her has the camera. Yeah, I know, lots of crackle on my signal. Sorry, Jim. Let's see. Well, let's see. Someone said it's sunspots. No, it's not sunspots. It's the aurora borealis, which, by the way, is supposed to be a good night for viewing the aurora borealis. It's in a dark location where they can see the sky to the north. Well, Dick, yeah, I have my 1980s vintage Toyota. Every time I replace the battery on it, the thing runs pretty rough for a while. I guess it resets the computer, and mine just takes a while of driving around in order for it to start working all right. But eventually it did. I know your truck is a whole lot newer than mine. But also, Dick, we're neighbors. Where did you go to get your booster? They told me a while ago that I need a fourth shot, but I have yet to get it. There's a complication with that, but just curious. Back to you, Dave, and 7QO.
And 7QO, let's go to Bellevue WW7ATS.
Well, thank you, Dave. Let me do an audio check. Okay, all else fails. Double the power. How's that? Yeah, that's amazing. About a little under 30 watts here going into an antenna that's 12 clicks away from the repeater. So anyway, Ron, you're doing work with your gardening, and wish you all the best of luck with that. And I also heard that Richard got a very inexpensive fix for the car. That is amazing if you can replace the batteries. I did look at battery prices yesterday at Costco just because I was figuring they got up about 3 times. And I was actually a little high. They did have some batteries there that were just over $100. But then when you figure out sales tax, maybe that bumps it up to almost 3 times what I paid for the last battery I bought. So I'm doing my best to take care of the batteries I've got. I've got them on, turbochargers, the ones in my vehicles. I'm normalizing, which essentially means overcharging them about every 3 months to see if I can, burn off the sulfides off them and seeing if that extends the battery life any at all. I think at some point, like most pieces of lead soaked in sulfuric acid, they just plain old wear out just sitting there. So I guess we're all stuck on that train no matter what. Well, anyway, that's it for me this round. This is James WW7ATS in Northeast Bellevue. So let me turn back to our net control. Take it away, Dave.
Thank you, that's James WW7ATS, and this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. This is Dave at KD7ZYM. Here in Lake City, I've got 46 degrees and a sort of a drizzle out. Today there was a little burst of sunshine this morning around 11 o'clock and lasted about 15 minutes. Then the overcast came in, and then it's been sort of a drizzle all afternoon, off and on. So it's back to drizzle a little bit now. And let's see, Ron, with his weed problem, I think he's probably going to get that under control now once he's got those bulbs dug up. Seems like in my yard I've got some squirrels that find the neighbor's bulbs and bring them over and plant them into my yard. There's all kinds of stuff that comes up that I find that there's a bulb on it, something I never planted. Every year there's a whole new bulb that comes up, so that's kind of good. And for Richard, planting grass sounds great. I guess the greatest expense is not going to be the dirt, the grass. It's going to be the water that you use to make that grass grow. Unfortunately, we have some pretty high water rates in the summertime here. And the Jim, healthy healing for his wife. When a ailment was, he got corrected. Hopefully she'll be up and moving around and having a wonderful time, put it that way. So that's about all I've got to say. This is Dave, KD7Z YN in Lake City. It's something later. Let's go on down to John, KI7WRC.
Well, good evening, everybody on the net, and thanks for having me here again. It's good to hear everybody. And yeah, I got a small drain in my truck where the battery wants to drain out at sometimes every couple of days, so I'm still tracking that down, figuring out what that is. But good note is I got home from work today, and gosh, I was able to work Japan, Cayman Islands, New Caledonia, all on 10 meters, so 10 meters phone, so that's a good sign. And so the numbers are still up there for the 151 for the solar flex, and some spots is at 124. I've been keeping track of all that so I can work some 10 meters, and then in 2 weeks I'm going to go for my general test, see if I can pass it. So hopefully in 2 weeks I pass the general test and go to work all the other bands as well. So I'm going to go on with the next net so I can eat a little bit more of my dinner while I listen to everybody else with KI7YRC.
KI7YRC, thanks for joining us, John. Well, let's go back up to the top to Ron, 87QKU.
Okay, thanks again. This is KD7QKU. Well, Jim, N7QO, I didn't hear exactly what you said about your wife, but apparently she had a little bit of surgery, I believe, and I sure hope she's doing well. Richard was talking about his lawn, probably having it thatched. When we first moved into Bellevue, I rented a thatcher and I thatched that lawn. Oh my golly, I think I had 2 or 3 pickups full of thatch that came out of it. It was, I told myself I'd never do that again. It, made a mess out of the lawn, like you say, reseeded it, threw peat moss or something on it, and got it going good. Best thing I ever did was a long time ago, I put in a sprinkler system over there in Bellevue, and my brother told me that he knew a guy that take one of those hand crank fertilizer spreaders, and he bought the cheapest fertilizer he could buy, and he'd run out and put it on his lawn about once a week. So I decided I'd do the same thing. I went over to Kmart or someplace and bought cheap fertilizer, put it on my lawn. My lawn started growing. I think in about a month, I think I had to mow it twice a week. I didn't do that again. So anyway, that was kind of funny. And I'm glad your pickup came out all right. And Richard, you got your shot. That's amazing. Let me let it drop. You and President Biden, I guess, got theirs today. I thought my and Joanne was talking, see, we got ours in October, and I thought I was going to wait until April, so then it would be like every 6 months. So I get it in April, I think 6 months would be October, and then 6 months would be April, so I think we're going to wait a couple of weeks and then get ours. But it sounds like that variant, that B2, is the dominant COVID in our state right now. Let's see. Oh, and John, I noticed I had a car or pickup, something did the same thing, and I used to take the battery cable off if I was going to let it set very long. Take the battery cable off, of course, then the battery wouldn't go dead. Because, gee, that's terrible when your battery goes dead and you have to get a jumper. All right, I guess that's enough for now. So back to that KD7QKU.
KD7QKU, thanks for that. Let's go to Richard, K7ITX.
I did not waste any time on this second booster, that's for sure. I called Rite Aid on, we call it the Benson, I think precisely it's like 106th Avenue Southeast. So right at 208, they call it Panther Lake Rite Aid, and it's not that far away, maybe a couple miles. I tried to get an appointment online, but the website kept crashing, and it, and it showed they had appointments and stuff, but it just, like I said, the website would crash, and so I said, the heck with it, I'll just call, because I got my first booster there, and there was nobody waiting or anything, and so I just thought I'd give them a call and see if I could just walk right up and, oh yeah, come on over. So yeah, I just went over there this morning, and they already had my name and all my, credentials and that sort of thing. But it's, I don't know, it's free, doesn't hurt. I got a couple oddball things going, and I don't have the best sinus situation, and so the last thing I need is for some kind of weird bug to burrow its way into my sinuses, and who knows, I might not have to go to the hospital, but I'm already living a kind of a miserable, coughing, sneezing life as it is. I don't need to complicate things any further, so I just thought, what the heck, let's just stay on top of this, and like I say, no harm, not at all. It's just pain-free, and it just makes sense, so yeah, I don't know, you can wait 6 months. I don't see any harm in that either. Ron, he seems to be bulletproof anyway. So yeah, speaking of health, and now I'm kind of curious to make sure Joanne's doing okay. I know that we were kind of worried about her the last time we were talking. So anyway, yeah, kind of a light turn out there. Oh, and weed. My Ford F-150, it's a 2005. It isn't that fancy. It's got power windows, a radio, air conditioning. It has a backup warning. It's kind of like a sonar or something. As I'm backing up and get closer to things, it kind of makes a beeping noise, and the closer I get to something, the quicker the beeping until it's... So that's about it as far as anything fancy, and it just does not seem to care if the battery's I've disconnected and connected the battery so many damn times it's not even funny, and it's never ever... The only thing it wants me to do is set the clock, but it remembers all the radio stations. I can see where a lot of other vehicles, and some of them, lots of times, and maybe even my truck as well, the transmission, I do know this. I do know that you have to run about, you got to run a couple hundred miles. You disconnect the battery back in the old days, and when we used to have to get our emissions tested. If you disconnected the battery and hooked it back up and went straight to emissions, they couldn't test it. You got to run 100 miles or so to just recalibrate the emission system for things like that. So yeah, no, there's some electronics I'm sure that I'm messing around with, but as far as the functionality, I don't notice a thing. So, and it's a utility truck as far as I'm concerned. I tow my trailer and to haul junk and maybe just go around town. So I'm just happy I didn't have to spend any more money on it other than $99 for a new battery. KD7ZYM, K7ITX, back to net control.
K7ITX, Richard, thanks for that. And for ID again, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine I see. KD7ZYM. So let's go to weight, W7ATS. So that's the workout guy. A healthy workout, yeah. I want to get down to healthy weight. That's my goal. I don't even care about getting buff. I just want to lose some weight. And to get better heart health. I mean,
I've already noticed taking my blood pressure that it's way better. Probably like the range that it's in. I don't remember the numbers, but I'm in the green area instead of the red or the yellow now. I'm happy with that. Let's see. Ron, hopefully your weed problem gets figured out. I'm just happy to have some grass in the backyard because I don't really have any good grass right now. So maybe someday I'll buy some sod and put it in there. It's just eventually it'll just turn into dandelions again. So let's see. Out there with the weed puller every week. Let's see a couple of things this week. Let me break. So yeah, some interesting news. I found out that a few of my coworkers that I had worked with for a long time and my work had passed. So, and they were fairly young, they were under 70. So, just make sure you guys, how fragile life is and how much you need to make sure you're doing everything you want to do every day. So, yeah, I'm not gonna stay a day longer than I have to work. I'm just gonna retire as soon as I can, I think. So I can spend some of my good years doing what I want to do. So, with that, let's see what else. I took my car in and had my rear window glass looked at because it's been rattling. It's some glass that was that had exploded they turned into shards when I had to replace them. They didn't suck it all out of the back of the car, so I had them open up the back window and vacuum out some more. But in the process, they did come with the liftgate, so now liftgate makes noise. So I'm gonna have to have that looked at in a couple weeks. I'll kind of see what happens in a couple days. Let's see. I think that's it for this round. WW7ATS, back to that.
WW7ATS, thanks for that, Wade. 15 and 10 in Covington, 7720.
Thank you, Dave. And Jessica's here now. Hi, Jessica. Well, let's see. Dave, you said you had landscaping squirrels. Now that is cool. I could use some of that at my place too. That's great. Dick, I gotcha. Rite Aid at Benson and 208. Thank you for that information. John, lots of 10-meter contacts. Yeah, that's pretty cool. 10 meters can be a lot of fun, depending upon the solar cycle. That's great. I should see if I can try to get that meter sometime. I'm my lawn is frequently compromised by moss. Spread some moss cure, and also kill the grass. Anyway, I'm working on it. My yard is a work in progress, and it'll be that way. I guess that's just the way it is. Thank you all.
Jim, a little bit, I always appreciate everything else you need.
No, that's it. I turn it back to you, Dave, on
720. Well, next we go on to Bellevue to James, WW7ATS.
Well, thank you, Dave. This is James, WW7ATS, and since we're having extra challenges tonight, can you still hear me? Okay, we're all the way down to 25 watts, man, micro power for this repeater. Well, John, 10 meters, glad you're having some success there, and I wish you the best of luck on your general test coming up. Kind of curious to know, exactly how that works. online and you're going to a place now, or how that is functioning? Yeah, absolutely. You just never know how much time we all have. I guess that's what makes life interesting, but condolences to your work partner there. For all of us, 70 sounds pretty young. I mean, that's just practically going as a spring chicken there. I guess it's all a matter of your perspective on things. Richard, the beeping, you just reminded me of something. Okay, a long time ago, I remember I was doing some training, and there was a radar-guided missile, and it worked the exact same way you asked for instructions. I mean, like if you're on the west side of town, and you ask somebody where there is something, and they go on the east side of town, well, you don't need to ask anybody any more instructions, do you? You just start heading generally in that side of town, right? But as you get closer and closer to where you need to go, there gets more and more corrections, course corrections are needed, so you have to stop more and more often and ask corrections. This missile was radar guided, so we'd start off beep, beep, and then as it got closer, it goes beep, 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 beep. And so the joke was, just before you die, what you're hearing, it's just like on a movie or something. So anyway, and if you were successful in fooling the little feelers on the missile, then we go beep, 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 beep. And so it would start to go down, and then as it found you again, it would start to go up again and down. Of course, the simulator was a lot of fun to play with you guys on that. Well, anyway, I think that's the most constructive thing I have to say here. So let me turn it back to Dave on that control. This is James in Northeast Bellevue, WW7ATS.
WW7M, thanks for that, James. And time to ID again. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. I'm Dave, KD7ZYM. Speaking of beep, yesterday, my house, I heard a beep. And 30 seconds later, I heard a beep. And then I said, oh, I know that sound. That's my smoke detector giving off a beep. So all of a sudden another half hour went by, and there was a beep from a different area in the house. And so I ended up changing the batteries on not one, but 5 smoke detectors at my house. So it will be free at this point. Hopefully, I never want to hear it go off the actual smoke happening. Things like that happen. And I did a little yard work. I have a big old oak tree, and the oak trees in the fall would give off their leaves only about 60%, and save about 40% of the leaves stay up in the tree. So the spring comes along, and that went out, and my whole backyard was full of leaves, and I was able to rake up one of those 90-gallon recycle bins with leaves. There was that much accumulated in the backyard, and I think I can fill another one of those bins. So anyway, recycling, I get rid of those leaves, and maybe I'll find some grass in the backyard. So far, the leaves have won, but as I've been raking up the leaves, I noticed there's moss underneath, so I guess I can't rake up the moss, but it's just there. I think my yard is about 90% moss and 10% grass wherever it's trying to grow. That's about what's happening here in Lake City. Well, this is Dave, KD7ZYM. Then let's go down to John, KI7YRC, and wish him a lot of luck with his forthcoming exam that's coming up for his general.
No, I'm going to do the general test at Radio Club of Tacoma, because every second Tuesday of the month they do testing. They started the testing back in, I want to say, November. Was it November? No, they probably did it earlier, like probably September. They would do it in the car so everybody would have their separation, more than 6 feet. So they would have the VEs watch over people while they were in their cars, and they kind of expanded to go back into the clubhouse once things started opening up some more. So that's the nice thing about it. So you still want to do it in the car, they'll watch over you. But if you want to do it in the clubhouse, they'll let you do it in the clubhouse. So I'm going to do it again and see if I can pass. I know when I did it in December, I missed it by 1 because I had that guilty conscience of change that answer. And sure enough, I changed it. And I changed it to the wrong answer instead of leaving it the right answer. So hopefully the test will go well and I don't second guess myself and I can walk out and say I'm finally a general. And especially since next month they're tacking the fee on it to upgrade. So, but with that, I'm going to send it back to net control. So this is KI7YRC.
KI7YRC. Again, thanks for joining our net. Let's go back up to Ron, 87QKU.
KD7QKU here. Well, before I forget, good luck, John, on that. Maybe the second time will be the charm. I remember my brother taking a state real estate test, and he missed it by 1 question. And he contested it. He said that his answer was correct. And he said there was more than 1 answer to that question, and his was as correct as theirs was. And they decided he was right, so they let him pass. I thought that was kind of funny, but good for him, I guess. So someone asked about Joanne. Yeah, no, Joanne's blood pressure was terrible last week, but it's down normal now, pretty much normal. And she goes in right away to see her doctor. They doubled or tripled her blood pressure medicine to get it down. They had changed it all. Why, I don't know. Anyway, and then someone was talking, oh, Richard, no, I think it's wonderful you got your booster shot. And I just was, we had COVID, so I don't know if our immunity is way up there or not. I wish I could get us tested to find out. But, yeah, I just thought I would wait until just a couple more weeks, and then it'll be into April, and then that'll be kind of like 6 months. And Wade was talking about retirement. Yeah, Wade, I retired as soon as I could. I retired at 62, and I haven't regretted a day of it. So I've been retired almost 20 years now and enjoy it every day. Used to go fishing constantly and hunt it all the time. It was wonderful. So let's see. And then, yeah, I already wish John good luck on these tests. So I guess that's about it. Nice to see Jessica. Nice to see everyone tonight. So I guess back to net, KD7QKU.
KD7QKU. And let's go to our forthcoming chauffeur, Jessica, KS7UHD.
I've been up almost since midnight last night driving people around. Instead of train folks, I took us to Smoky Point. Sometimes it's a lot of weight. Doing a trip down to South Seattle, just down by South Center. There's a yard down there that I delivered a couple of a brakeman and a conductor down there. And it was going through rush hour traffic, but that's not what I'm here for right now. What I'm here for now is, when I bought my Altima, we had an ultimatum, which was, we'll buy your car if you, for a cheap price, install my FTM 350. It's a dual band radio by Yaesu. And they did. And then when I bought the Nissan Leaf, I said, we'll buy the Nissan Leaf if you transfer the radio from the Altima to the Nissan Leaf. And so they did. And so we just traded the car in. I said, we'll buy your Xfinity car if you'll somehow get that radio back out of that Leaf, because it was buried somewhere deep. I couldn't even find it. Bert wanted to get it to work. So we went down to Xfinity to check on our car. They're fixing something out before we take it out. And they were able to get with the radio and the antenna, with everything that they didn't cut any wires, all the pickup wires, the control cable, and I'm so happy. That's amazing.
Well, we got a little QRM on the end of your transmission there. Why don't you back up about 30 seconds and try again. We got the radio out now, then it kind of went to static.
Basically, got the radio and all the wiring, all the power cables and the control cables and the brackets, everything, without having to cut anything. And so I was really quite happy. I figured it was going to be gone, because I kept on saying, no one else is going to be able to use this radio. They don't have a faceplate for it. They probably don't have a license for it. And so it'd be absolutely useless to anyone else without a faceplate, because you can't buy a faceplate. So there you go, KF7USK. I'm gonna leave. I got some stuff to do, and maybe I'll see you next time, or maybe a little later tonight. KF7USK.
KF7UHK, thanks, Jessica. It's going to Richard, K7ITX, and it's time for an ID again. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, 87ZYM. So, to Kent again, to Richard, K7ITX.
Yeah, okay. Nice report. Thanks for that, Jessica. And Wade, I don't blame you for working towards retirement. I know you've got, I was like Ron. I retired at 61 and a half, so dang near 62. And I was just kind of burnt out from the pressure, stress, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And now I'm back at it. But it's different, you know, when you're able to just flat out walk away and then come back at your own pace and you kind of lay down the law and lay down rules to basically try to just do the things that you always liked about work, but not do the things that were too frustrating, or when you're retired, then okay, I'm just not going to work today. I'm not going to work next week, or you just tell them I'm not going to work, and then not much they can say about it, because they know you mean it. So, I know your profession, Wade. You're going to have, you're one of these guys that people are just going to, I think all of us, everybody that I'm talking to tonight has the ability to just make money just practically in your sleep in some respects. I'm exaggerating, of course, but you'll be surprised, when you do get into your 60s, there's a lot of new talent that's underneath you that doesn't have very much experience, and people are just willing to keep paying, pay up front for your experience level, and it's kind of nice to be wanted like that. And just like the YLW, they were asking me, my buddy who I work for, was asking me, what's Debbie up to? Do you think she might like to help us out? And I go, she wears the pants in the family. You're going to have to talk to her. Don't ask me. Well, turns out she loves doing stuff for them, and they love her now. In fact, I noticed my demand or the hours or the advice that went for me is diminished almost dynamically as Debbie is busy or I'm less busy. So, but that's okay. I've been having a lot of fun working on the side. Now, she hasn't done any side work ever since, for probably, past 7 or 8 years. So, I think she's really enjoying having people recognize her abilities and pay the dineros. And I'm not complaining. It's kind of nice if you can not draw on any of your 401k or any of your accounts, if you can just survive on pension, Social Security, and whatever you're able to pick up on the side stuff. I don't know. I guess what I'm referring to is at some point with respect to retirement, you can't work. You're old and decrepit, and you maybe even have lost your mind to a point where you don't want to run out of money at that point. Trust me. So that's all I know. KD7ZIM, K7ITX, back to net control.
K7ITX, Richard, thanks for that. Let's go to Wade, W7ITL.
Oh, there I am. I don't know, there must be a little delay on the repeater tonight. Yeah, there was a little stutter there. Yeah, let's talk about a few other things. Yeah, definitely I'm not gonna stay working full time my whole life. I don't want to do that. I've just seen so many people just waste their life doing that, and then they either they retire and they die soon, or they don't get to retire and they die while they're working still, which I don't want to do. That's kind of seems horrible. Let's see. I got another 22 years or so before I'm even 62. So I got a long ways to go. I'm just going to keep saving until I get there, and hopefully I'll have enough to float on without having to use my Social Security. And hopefully my house will help me with that too. What else am I doing? Oh yeah, this coming Friday I'm going to be going and wishing another colleague on his retirement, so I'm going to go see him at one of the local pubs here, and visiting with some of the other people I haven't seen in a while that they have left or they retired. So excited about doing that this Friday. Let's see, I'm going to pause just for a minute. Oh, and then a technical thing I'll just kind of briefly talk about. So I've been using Handland, as you guys may know, for a while now to get my internet for my TV signal to the Grand Stream and also controlling the Grand Stream. I repointed over to was a haystack. I was pointed at East Tiger for a long time, but there was a big tree right in the middle of my path to East Tiger, so periodically I was getting problems with the signal dropping out, and I was like, I'm just going to point it at haystack, and you know what, I'm getting way better signal strength, even though it's over like 50 miles away from me. I must have a really good line of sight with haystack, so I'm excited with that. I'm getting over 10 meg each way, up and down on my speed test, and my latency is just almost down to 10 milliseconds if you're a networking nerd. That's pretty good for, especially for radio. So, with that said, I think this is my last round, and 73 everybody. W7ITL, back to net.
W7ITL, let's go to Jim at 7QO.
And 7QO, thank you, Dave. Well, let's see. Wade, glad that your Hamline is working out better now. I should investigate that myself, but I'm kind of in a unique location here. Yeah, retirement. I think what Dick was trying to say is after you officially retire, you can consult. You can just take maybe not an ongoing thing, but let's say a certain task. I will do this for you, and you could even bid that out by the job or something. That's a pretty good idea, I think. Your health does tend to go downhill as you age, I think. My official retirement age was supposed to be 60, but before I reached age 60, they changed it to 65. So I kept working. I thought I could put a bunch more money in the bank. And then guess what? I wound up with some health problems. So, I think you've got the right idea there. good luck with that. Let's see. Well, John, I'm kind of like you too. I believe that usually my first answer is more than likely to be the right one. I'm not sure exactly why that works, but that has been my experience as well. And Dick, talk about what I don't know. I wear the reset. Talk about wearing the pants in the family. Well, I wear the pants in my house. My wife just tells me which ones to put on. So, I don't know. That's probably true with all of us, I would guess. Back to you, Dave, N7QO.
N7QO. Let's get a call here to James, WW7ATS.
Well, that was funny. When to retire, when not to retire. I mean, do any of us truly retire? I think everybody probably contributes in one way or another. At least I hope to, for a long time. I just wanted to tell somebody about something I discovered. These batteries right here, these are the batteries you used to get free from Harbor Freight. They're zinc chloride. Before COVID, they would give these away for free. I can definitely say I got my money's worth, because what I discovered is these zinc chloride batteries, as soon as they die or get close to dying, they will immediately start to leak all over the place. I caught this in an infrared sensor. I haven't been able to clean it all out because it starts off with a very clear fluid. It's not like the really goopy kind of corrosive goo that comes out of a battery, but it's almost like they're suddenly filled with water and they just leak all over. I'm sure it must be very corrosive. So anyway, if you have any of these so-called Thunderbolt Magnum heavy-duty batteries made out of zinc chloride, they have 0% mercury in them. That's a sales point on them. I didn't think batteries have had mercury in them for decades. But anyway, if you have these, they're only good for disposable flashlights. Don't put them anyplace else. Well, looks like we're about 8 minutes to the top of the hour, so that's my tip for the evening. News you can use. Let's turn it back over to Dave on net control for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society.
WW7N, James, thanks for that. This is Dave, KD7CYM. I also did an early retirement like Ron at 60. And, you know, it's kind of interesting. Being a photojournalist, you travel a lot, see a lot of things on the company dime. But as soon as I retired, I found out I had to jump into my car and drive about 50 miles someplace, spin wheels, and turn around and drive back home. Not taking any pictures or anything, but you just get so used to doing so much road work that went on for about 3 weeks until I finally come to the conclusion, hey, this is a waste of time, but I need to go out and enjoy life. And then I started remembering I did a lot of stuff in electronics and television news with the communications, and so then I started getting interested in ham radio and pursued that and into emergency communications, so that took up a lot of time. I too saw so many people at 65, just after they retired, that was sort of the end of life for some reason. I don't know if it was boredom or why, but they sort of didn't make it. So that's why I wanted to do an early retirement. It's been 20 years and I've enjoyed it very much. So this is Dave, KD7ZYM in Lake City. And let's see if we can get John up again. KI7YRC.
Oh, well, thank you for getting me back in here. And as for Harbor Freight batteries, another good thing they're good for is I use them for my thermostat for the gas heater in my apartment. They're cheap, and you know what? And they last for, God, I want to say about a year before I got to replace the battery. Of course, I don't use the thermostat that often because summertime I don't have it on at all. In winter months I keep it about 60 degrees, and I'd say throughout the night it probably comes on 2 or 3 times throughout the night, even in the cold months. So that's another good option for those batteries as well. But I know it's just, we got a couple more minutes left. request. I'm going to jump on out of here and listen to the rest of the net. So everybody have a good one, and probably be out here Saturday, but possibly not, since this weekend's my birthday weekend, so I'm going to be relaxing and enjoying my birthday this weekend. So it's KI7YRC.
KI7YRC. Well, do have a happy birthday and an enjoyable one. And let's go up to Ron, KD7QKU.
Okay, here we are again, KD7QKU. Well, I'll talk just, happy birthday to John. We won't see him until maybe next Wednesday. Talk just a little bit more about retirement. My dad never got to enjoy his retirement. He worked and then he had emphysema and he couldn't breathe. He just huffed and puffed. It was terrible. And he was like that forever. He lived to be 85, but he just couldn't breathe. It was awful. But anyway, so, when I and Joanne got married, I told her I kind of didn't want to wait till I was 60, 65 to enjoy my retirement. I said, I think when the kids are grown, I want to take some time off and go do, a few things. And so she had a good job and we were covered under medical, and she was nice enough to let me do that for about 3 years. And I just kind of backed off and didn't do much. Dabbled here and there and hunted an awful lot, fished an awful lot. And in a way, it's like anything else you do. You sort of have peaks and valleys. You get real interested in something like ham radio for a few years, and then actually you lose some interest in it, and then you go off and you do something else. And then you come back and you do that, and so that's kind of the way it's been. But then I had to go back to work, and I had to get some retirement is what I had to get. So let me let it drop, because there's one more thing I want to talk about. So on Monday, I finally got around to it, and I hooked up a piece of coax to my transmitter on the ATV and my transmit antenna, and James turned it on, and I called him, and he turned it on for me, and I transmitted a picture, and I almost receive a better picture than I transmit. I would say that my picture is color coming back, but it's pretty snowy. I don't know, 2.5 or maybe 3. I would have transmitted tonight, but Joanne worked in the yard all afternoon and she was taking a shower, and so I didn't think that would be a very good thing. Because my ATV equipment's in the bedroom, master bedroom, so I didn't think that would work out very well. So I just left it off. So maybe next time I can turn it on and you guys can see it. I see Wade's picture, here on the streaming, and it's really good, but I don't think mine is. He must have a better path than I do, or a stronger transmitter or something. So anyway, mine, like I say, I have color, and in my face and shirt and everything, but it's pretty snowy. So maybe next time I can show it to you guys. That's it for now. KD7QKU, I'm clear 73.
KD7QKU. So let's go to Richard. K7ITX. Wish him well on his trip down to California.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I am really excited. And in fact, it should be a real treat. An old buddy of mine who joined with the family fantasy baseball league, and because of that, I've been able to text back and forth with him frequently. Well, he was down in San Jose, and he and his girlfriend, this is someone that I grew up with. We're talking about grade school, junior high, high school, college, just he even lived in Alaska, up through around where my sister was, and so I never really totally ever lost complete contact with him, but then there were years, maybe 10 years I didn't really talk to him. But anyway, he's going to come up and meet up with me during the races with his girlfriend. He's going to spend the night somewhere near the track on Saturday night and hang out with me on Sunday. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Okay, well, gosh, it's time to sign out. So I'm going to say 72 to everybody, and it was a lot of fun tonight. So with that, I'll turn it back to KD7ZYM, K7ITX, back in that control.
K7ITX, thanks for that. And this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. I'd like to thank the owners and operators of the CTAC Repeater Association for letting us use WW7ATS 147.08 for voice transmission for a net held on Wednesdays and Saturdays between 8 and 9 o'clock. So with that, signing off for the net, this is Dave, 87 UYM. Good evening all at 9 o'clock.